This is Jones C. Edwards Stadium in Huntington, West Virginia. It is week 8 of the EA Sports college football season, and the games are getting more intense. It's the South Alabama Jaguars and the Marshall Thundering Herd. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Hollywood with the latest on the weather.
Hey guys, even though there will be a great home field advantage today, Coach told me before the game, he knows that there's a lot of excitement for this home game, but most importantly, the weather is clear. We were wondering how the forecast would shake out, and it is calm and beautiful. Should be an impactful game here with great weather, great opportunities, and a fast surface. Guys?
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. The Jaguars headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. Deep in the end zone, it's Hamilton. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Caught. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. All right, guys, let's chat for a minute about Marshall. For programs at this level, they are regularly fighting off the big school for diamonds in the rough, but it looks as if they won this battle with a commitment from a 3-star receiver, Jesse.
He just thought he had better opportunities on and off the field here at this program, and he's going to get a lot of chances to make plays early. With his talent, expect him to start right away.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And the big defensive tackle getting off the rock. Nice job seeing play action, understand his pass, beats the guard, gets to the quarterback, and gets the QB on the ground.
Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to go up top on second down. Fires to the wideout. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. He'll pull it down. Crosses the 45. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. This Marshall offense putting together a nice drive. Straight ahead, it's Boston. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. And on 2nd and short, no tight formation here. 3 receivers left. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
But how about that? The dying breed of the tackling cornerback. You don't see those anymore. Everybody wants to be great in coverage. Everybody wants to get picks. But how many corners really want to get their face in the fan and make tackles? Nice job by that play.
Drives inside. There he goes. Running inside the 20. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Herd!
And it's the game-breaking speed. You see right there, he takes it all the way to the house. It's that speed. That's the reason why a lot of people thought if he had declared for the NFL draft, he would have been playing on Sundays now. There's just not a lot of running backs in college football that can run like this guy.
And it's so nice to have that guy back. Like, to keep that guy on your roster, it's like recruiting the best player in the country, right? You got one of the best backs. To be able to keep that guy on your roster was the big offseason push. Like you mentioned, the NFL can also transfer, can go make money elsewhere. To keep him on the roster, and he shows you why. This guy is the catalyst, one of the best in the country at his spot.
The give. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical. We're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond. And the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop them.
Drops back, it's Jacobs. Out wide left, it's Woods. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. And the Jaguars getting set on 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. The run inside. It's Malone. Enough to move the chains. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Man, this is the opposite of what this defense wanted. They told us in meetings, like, they were focused on this running back, can't give up the big plays. He's touched it twice, and he's made 2 big plays. They've got to wrap him up. Sometimes you don't realize how good somebody is until you get into a football game.
Drops back on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Almost picked off.
And that's why these guys played defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily have been a catch. Come on, man. You've got to catch that and make that a pick.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Out wide right, it's Jenkins.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. Looking downfield, it's Jacobs. Throws to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33.
That's a tough pill to swallow if you're on defense. 3rd down, you're blitzing. You're expecting to be able to affect the quarterback, but give this offensive line, these guys, credit because they were able to pick everything up and give their quarterback an opportunity to throw clean from the pocket to pick up that first down.
Takes the easy throw in the flat. Breaks into the open. The 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, South Alabama. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing, for this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
From deep, it's Boston. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Gonna run it. It's Boston. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
Well, I'll tell you, when you start a game as well as this guy did on the opening drive, you're going to earn more touches later. And finally, they hand it off to him here on the second drive. But he's really shot out of a cannon in this game. Really like the way he's running right now. He's running hard. He's running with authority. They need to keep giving him the football.
They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give him a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. Fresh center downs going to the air. Turns it loose. Unloads in the nick of time.
You hear about shot plays all the time. Offensive coordinators love to take deep shots down the field. They plan them. They plan when they're going to do them. And I bet you we'll plan to see a few more throughout this game.
Running inside. It's Boston. And a short gain on this run, and that will bring us to the end of the first. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Quarterback changing the play. Trying to slip through and pick it up. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Looking for the marker. He will be stopped short of the line to gain, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Nice job by the defense on 4th down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really good job by this defense.
Off play action on 1st down. Can hold on in the face of the contact.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
To the air. It's Jacobs. They're all over it. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Bought a little time, lets it go. Caught. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The Jaguars will try to pin them back with the punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. All the way back to the 15. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. So Marshall is out on the field and ready to get this drive cranked up. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Changing the routes with his receiver. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Caught. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
Hits inside. It's Meadows. At the 45 on his way. play for this offense as they get it to the 32. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Shoots it to the left. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Marshall! And they take it in for 6 more points. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all off-season to get on the same page. You can see he hits them in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
And he added the extra point. They'll snag it just inside the 10. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man.
That's a breathing a sigh of relief for sure. Kick returner tries to take it out, puts it on the ground, but how about the offense getting back on it, turning what could have been a really bad play into, thank goodness I got the ball again.
And he works his way forward and finally down at the 15.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
On the option. He'll be stopped at his own 23-yard line, but he's got enough to move the chains and pick up the 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Keeps it himself. Now the pitch. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Keep it on the ground. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Looking to throw, it's Jacobs. Right side, it's Phillips. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Fires into traffic, picked off. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it 1st down at the 39. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. First play of this drive. Rushes on. Turns it upfield. Stopped just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a 1st down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows. He can run slants. He can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Second and long here. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Meadows. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He's changing the play. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations. Well, they knew coming into this game, touchdowns were going to be real hard to come by going up against this defense. So when you got opportunities to kick field goals, you've got to come away with 3 points. You're not going to get these chances very often.
Quick give. It's Malone. He'll push his way forward for a few, and the clock will continue to run. The hurry up now. 2nd down. Clock ticking. Looking to pass. It's Jacobs. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Out wide right, it's Hunter. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Wants to throw one first. Taking a shot. Touchdown, Jaguars! What a grab in the end zone for 6.
And that's a great job by this offense. That's how you work the clock. You want to take as much as you can and punch that ball in the end zone. Masterful clock management, and they now take the lead going into the half.
And you just got to wonder, too, David, how does that affect the confidence of a defense, right? They needed to find some way, somehow, to get a stop, limit the damage on that final drive. They give up a touchdown. They're going into halftime now, trailing. They've got to raise their level of play in the second half.
Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Drops back on 1st down. Oh, pressure's coming. Right side, it's Meadows. Still running at the 40. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. He'll put total under and get this second half started. Nice grab to get that squib kick inside the 10. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Jaguars offense ready to start this drive. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get to the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Give to the back. Brought down.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Looking for the edge. And he keeps it himself. A good decision. It gives this offense a first down. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. The Jaguars have it with a 1st and 10. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Looking downfield, it's Jacobs. Left side is Malone. At the 35, he's got room. There he goes to the left. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, South Alabama. They take the lead with the 6.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
He'll bring it out. It's Hamilton. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. The Thundering Herd offense ready to come out and get this drive going. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. The short hands, it's Payne. Into the secondary on the right. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. Marshall doing damage through the air, and now back to work. From the gun, it's Meadows. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down. Marshall quick to the line.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Look out. Oh, he's got some space. Slides past the sticks, and he converts on 2nd and long. Great awareness on the scramble. Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Fresh set of downs going up top. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
And back to the air on 2nd down. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Thundering Herd. They make this look ridiculously easy.
And it's because you've done it so much together. You start to build a trust with your quarterback, and that quarterback knows, I'm going to create some space near that sideline. You throw it where I can get it. I'll go up and make the catch on that favorite.
The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Looking for blockers. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. South Alabama appears ready to start things on offense. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Sells to run, wants to pass. And he couldn't get rid of the football. Tried to buy a little time and then finally just said, well, let's run another play.
I love the play call on defense. You got the offense backed up. How can you create a safety? How can you bring pressure? How can you get someone home to the QB and try to get those 2 points up on the scoreboard? They almost got it, bringing the QB down at the 1-yard line.
Straight ahead, it's Malone. Turning it on. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. And the Jaguars can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Sells to fake. Rush right in his face. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. The Jaguars headed quickly to the line. Looking downfield, it's Jacobs. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
And this offense stays aggressive and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, 3rd and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
The Jaguars will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Marshall takes over the ball. The Thundering Herd offense coming out. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Making the adjustment on the play. Handoff again. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on 1st down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll snap it from the 26 on 1st down. Takes the handoff. It's Meadows. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
1st down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. There he goes. He's across the 50 and out of bounds at the 49, and a great pickup on that one.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today rank, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth, all tied up. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. The run inside. It's Boston. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down. Marshall quick to the line.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Boston. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. They're looking to throw on second and short. Out wide left, it's Payne. Touchdown, Hurd! They move on top here in the fourth.
Thinking about those tight ends, right? They come up and they block most of the time, and a lot of time near the line of scrimmage, and then occasionally offenses do a great job, get creative, find a way to get a good matchup for the tight end, and he does the rest and gets in for 6.
They'll grab the squib kick just inside the 10. And the returner will be brought down.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that. And the head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to throw. It's Jacobs. Throws quickly. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Trying to get the corner. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down.
And I like what this offense did. They run the option. They're good at it. They read it. They run the pitch. They get some positive yards. But more importantly, they set up a 4th and really short. They're successful in these situations most of the time.
The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. Running inside. It's Boston. Got the first down. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
Long way to go on second down. Making the adjustment. Second down to the air. Left side is Culliver.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with the lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
Fresh center downs going to the air. Firing deep. In the end zone, he's got it. Touchdown, Marshall. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this two-game slide.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a two-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. The Jaguars offense ready to go back to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15. And the Jaguars in the hurry-up.
Well, that last play is a beautiful start to this drive. You've got some work to do here. You've got some mountain you've still got to climb if you're going to win this game. A couple minutes left. You've got the horses to get you there, but it's all about getting the drive started with a positive play, and they found that on that last one.
Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. To the air, it's Jacobs. Under pressure. He'll try to do it himself. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. Right at the line. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
Well, it's a nice job handing off to him and getting the first down, but with the scoreboard looking how it does, you've got to throw the ball. You've got to go hurry up, you've got to get plays run quickly, and you got to throw it down the field to get back in this game.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. The Jaguars trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play.
Nice job by this defense getting to the QB and getting him on the ground, creating the negative play. This offense must have seen something, because they're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. The Jaguars come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll throw it from the red zone. Get it out to the supersonic guy. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Moving the pocket, it's Jacobs. He's got it, and he will score! Touchdown, Jaguars! Two-point conversion attempt is coming. The give. He's not quite going to get there, and the try for 2 fails, and they are unable to cut into this lead any further.
Number 98 set to kick this one away.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Meadows. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. After that kickoff, the medical staff is out there to tend to the injured player. That is their senior starting wide receiver who the training staff is looking at, and Holly Rowe will get us up to date on his condition. So Marshall is out on the field and ready to get this drive cranked up. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to end. Ball is loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Man, I can't do that here, right? I got the football, I got the lead, the clock is my friend, and now I cough it up. Offense have to understand the situation, have to understand I got to get to the ground. I can make sure I don't fight for extra yards. I make sure I don't fumble, costly fumble.
And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
This offense isn't calling the dogs off in this game. We're here late. They're still taking shots. And a big reason why is how good this quarterback has been all game long. 4 touchdown passes. He's reading the defense. He's playing in rhythm. He's throwing on time. He's been accurate. And late in the game, they're still letting him take shots.
Back to throw, it's Jacobs. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB. When he comes blitzing, you need to have an outlet throw in your back pocket.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Hits inside, it's Malone. He stopped at the 27-yard line, needed a little bit more to pick up that first down, and now they have a decision to make. Fourth down, gotta have it here. He's got it, first down and more. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, South Alabama.
Yeah, I tell you what, great job by this offense, great execution. You drive down the field, you get the score. Now what's your 2-point play? You practiced it all week. What's your go-to in this moment late in the 4th quarter when you need the 2-point conversion?
And they'll try to tack on 2. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Malone. He gets it into the end zone. The 2-point try is good, and we are all tied up late. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. He'll bring it out. It's Hamilton. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Quarterback signaling to his guys. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
And I like it. Very smart defense, understanding the clock, understanding they're going to try to push the ball down the field. Great job playing deep, breaking on the football, making sure that receiver doesn't catch it. Smart IQ defense.
Second down, gonna throw it. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the third down.
And this is a big third down for this offense, man. I'm really interested to see how they attack, because this defense, you can tell, man, they're going to continue to play aggressive. Late in the football game, they want to get a stop, get the ball back to their offense. A good chess match going on right now.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Out wide right, it's Hamilton. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
And how about the wide receiver coming through in a big moment? We haven't...
Makes a grab on the shot. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there.
This quarterback has been really good today. Has been on top of it, seeing things really, really well. That pass right there put him over the 300-yard mark. That's a pretty good day.
The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
And this offense has got to get somewhere, right? That's a couple plays in a row. Like, the clock is their biggest enemy. So we got to find a way to manufacture, push the ball down the field, make something happen with that clock running out.
Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it, and what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. On third down, he drops to throw. Makes the grab, and they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Timeout called by the defense. 23 seconds left on the clock. Going for it on fourth down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Fires to the wideout. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned.
I think that's a situation here, tie game, fourth quarter, ball somewhere in the middle of the field. You're just trying to put it in your quarterback's hands, trusting your offense to make the plays necessary to go score and win the game. Now, you're not able to do it, so now you need your defense to come out here, bow up with their backs against the wall and try to save this game for you.
The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play.
Defensively, with all the space now and spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
Looking for a man. It's Jacobs. Lets it fly. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
He just couldn't hold his water long enough at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty. They'll take the penalty and move them back. Still third down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. From the gun, wants to pass. yards to the right. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Well, you look at the clock, they've got time for one more play, but they're out of Hail Mary range here, needing a touchdown to win this game. This is going to be a last-second, last-chance play that they practice, by the way, throughout the week. It's going to involve probably a lot of laterals. But we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football.
Trying to take it back. He only needs a sliver of daylight. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer, like you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
Quarterback changing the play. A snap, wants to throw to start this drive. It's dropped after taking the hit.
And that's what the offense wants. They want to see you in man coverage, and they want to throw those slants, use those wide receivers and their big bodies to catch the football. Elite coverage. Great job being glued to your guy and being physical when he caught it. When he catches the football, I've got to immediately impact him so he can't catch it. That's how it's done.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Right side, it's Meadows. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. They want to keep this drive alive. 3rd and short here in overtime. Churns into the pile. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
And you see him consistently sticking with the run, staying balanced. As you get closer to the goal line, you're thinking the field starts to shrink. Now, do I have a jump ball wide receiver out wide I can throw the football to? How am I going to find that extra space and take care of the football while doing it?
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. From the gun. Out wide right, it's Meadows. Touchdown, Thundering Herd! And they score first here in overtime. Now to push the lead to 7 in overtime. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. The give. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short.
At this point of the game, you just got to wonder if the defense is getting tired. Here in OT, they just don't seem to have the punch up front that like they had earlier in the game, and they're just playing on their heels.
Going to the run, it's Malone. Cook got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Jaguars! Knotted the game up, and now an extra point wins it. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, you know, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.